Vatican drama. Pope Tagle's coronation. The rise of a prophetic leader. The world watched in awe as a new era unfolded in the heart of the Vatican. St. Peter's Square was filled with people from all walks of life, holding their breath in anticipation. Then, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle stepped out onto the balcony, and in that moment he was no longer just a cardinal. He was Pope Tagle, the leader of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide. His election sent waves of excitement across the globe, marking February 16, 2025, as a day of historical significance. As the sun shone on St. Peter's Basilica, the coronation ceremony began. The grandeur of the event was breathtaking, yet the atmosphere carried a sense of humility. Cardinals, bishops, and dignitaries filled the basilica, while millions watched on television, their hearts united in prayer. The moment Pope Tagle received the pallium, a woolen band symbolizing his pastoral authority, the weight of responsibility became clear. The fisherman's ring, passed down from St. Peter, was placed on his finger, sealing his place in the long line of papal history. Incense swirled in the air, carrying the prayers of centuries past. The choir's voices filled the basilica, and, yet despite the grandeur, Pope Tagle's humility shone the brightest. His eyes gleamed with quiet joy as he connected with the faithful gathered before him. He was no longer just a priest, a bishop, or a cardinal. He was now the shepherd of a global flock, and his journey had only just begun. Born in the Philippines, Pope Tagle's journey to the papacy was one of faith, service, and dedication. From a young age, he felt called to the priesthood, and his deep devotion to God led him to study theology. He earned a doctorate from the Catholic University of America before returning home to serve as a parish priest and seminary rector. He quickly became known for his compassion, intelligence, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life. As Bishop of Imus and later Archbishop of Manila, he prioritized the needs of the poor and marginalized. His work with Caritas International showcased his commitment to tackling poverty, disaster relief, and social justice. Despite his rising prominence, he remained humble, always placing service above personal recognition. His election as Pope was met with an outpouring of joy across the world. From the Philippines to the Americas, church bells rang and social media buzzed with excitement. Faithful Catholics saw him as a leader who truly understood their struggles and aspirations. Even world leaders extended their congratulations, recognizing the significance of his rise. Many hoped his leadership would usher in a new era of interfaith, dialogue, and cooperation. However, not everyone was immediately on board. Some conservative factions within the church expressed concerns about potential changes in doctrine and shifts away from tradition. Yet, even among skeptics, there was a cautious sense of optimism. Pope Tagle's election was a sign of renewal, a chance to steer the church towards a future of inclusivity, mercy, and social justice. Pope Tagle envisions a church centered on joy and hope. He believes the gospel is not just a set of teachings, but a message of liberation. He aims to create a welcoming and outward-looking church, much like Pope Francis before him. His vision echoes the call for a church for the poor, emphasizing social justice, peace-building, and compassion. A key aspect of his leadership is empowering the laity. He believes that ordinary Catholics should play an active role in shaping the church's mission, not just be passive observers. His goal is to inspire believers to become agents of change in their communities and beyond. Of course, challenges await. The church faces declining attendance, particularly among young people. Internal divisions, scandals, and external pressures from secularism and extremist ideologies pose significant obstacles. The shadow of past clerical abuse cases still looms, and Pope Tagle has vowed to confront these issues head-on. Despite the challenges, Pope Tagle's background uniquely positions him to navigate these complex issues. He has long been an advocate for interfaith dialogue, believing that different religions share more common ground than differences. During his time as Archbishop, he built strong relationships with Muslim, Buddhist, and Protestant leaders, fostering a spirit of mutual respect and collaboration. His approach to evangelization is rooted in action rather than words. Rather than focusing on conversion, he emphasizes living by example, showing love, compassion, and service to others. He believes that the most powerful way to spread the gospel is by embodying its core message through everyday actions. Pope Tagle's leadership comes at a time when the world is in desperate need of hope. The aftermath of the pandemic, the worsening climate crisis, and increasing social inequalities have left many feeling lost and disheartened. Yet, his presence serves as a reminder that unity and compassion can guide humanity toward a brighter future. He calls upon the world to embrace solidarity, to come together as one global community. He reminds us that healing is not an individual journey but a collective effort. His leadership is a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty, a call to rise above divisions and work together for a just and compassionate world. As we look ahead, Pope Tagle's vision for the Church and the world carries immense promise. His papacy is an opportunity for renewal, for rekindling faith, and for reimagining the role of the Church in a rapidly changing world. The journey has just begun, but one thing is certain. Pope Tagle's rise marks the beginning of a new era, one filled with hope, faith, and the promise of a better future for all.